Hi, my name's Patty, and my husband John and I took our first bikepacking trip on the Ohio to Erie Trail. Join us for our final day. On day 8, we rode from Akron to Cleveland, covering 42 miles. On our last day, this was the best hotel location off the trail we had this entire trip. The start of the trail was literally in the parking lot. Last day, that was the best place. We stayed close to a trail. Today felt extra special. Our good friend Renee was going to meet us in Independence to ride the final 15 miles with us. And we also knew we had family waiting for us at the end of the trail, ready to cheer us to the finish. Are we going the right way? As it turned out, we were actually going the right way, but it is better to double check sooner rather than later. As beginners, we already learned this the hard way in Columbus. The day started out as yet another gorgeous day as we picked up the Ohio to Erie Canal towpath trail again. On our way out of Akron, we even passed where we ate dinner last night, the Lock 15 Brewing Company. It was excellent. It was very early in the day, and this cute little store was closed. I still wanted to stop and get a picture. Riding alongside the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad tracks, I was really hoping to see one of their diesel steam trains go by, but it wasn't our lucky day. This non-profit excursion line runs from Independence to Akron, and get this, if you're biking, you can even just flag down any one of the trains at a station and hop on for just $5. How cool is that? So we were cruising along this quiet, scenic stretch of trail, where out of nowhere we popped up onto this busy street. I really thought we messed up and took a wrong turn, but no, this was the correct route. This would have actually been a great place to stop and grab something to eat, but for us it was way too early in the day to call it lunchtime. When I've been on a trail for a while, I start craving a change of scenery, but the minute the scenery actually changes, like it just did for us, I then find myself wishing I were back on a quiet, familiar bike path. I guess there's no pleasing me, although John certainly tries. A cool thing I learned is about 30 years ago, this spot was a neglected dumping ground filled with rusted cars and old machinery. Then some volunteers cleaned it up, beavers moved in, and naturally transformed this into a thriving marsh. Way to go, volunteers and beavers. John and I started something we call the 5 at 5. Inspired by a fun segment on Chicago WGN's news. Basically, every 5 miles, we stop for 5 minutes. It's been a great way to break up the long stretches of the trail, and of course, if we see something interesting or ice cream, we're definitely stopping. It wasn't long until we came upon this very cool farm stand in Peninsula. It looked like a great spot for bikers to grab some healthy snacks. We of course went right for ice cream. We also had some big swing fun and a bunch of these really cool things that I guess I can only describe as picnic table rockers. One of the really neat things about this trail is how it highlights the old locks in different ways. Each one includes an informational display with historical details about that particular lock. I could have easily stopped at every one, but John was right. We wouldn't have made it to Independence in time to meet Renee and also our family waiting for us in Cleveland. Our next stop was at the Boston store. This historic building was once a post office and also a general store. Today, it's a fantastic trailside stop where we grab some lunch before continuing our ride. We had actually been riding parallel with the Cuyahoga River most of the day, but the farther north we rode, the more we were able to see it. Even though it's a natural river, it really looks like a canal at times. Fun fact, the name Cuyahoga means crooked river, which actually makes sense because it winds its way all the way to Lake Erie. About this time of the day, it was starting to get hot, and I was really starting to feel it. But also at the same time, I was also very excited, as soon we're going to meet up with Renee and ride the final miles together. Also, I knew at the end we had family waiting there to cheer us in. We came across Renee on the trail writing messages of encouragement for John and me. It was supposed to be a surprise, so it was very funny when we found her just a few yards before our actual meeting spot. Having a new riding partner gave us just the boost of energy and enthusiasm we needed to finish. Riding through Cleveland's industrial valley brought back so many childhood memories. So very many people I knew had ties to the steel mills at the time, especially Republic Steel. My dad worked there too, and I remember going down with him, and I especially remember the smell of the black smoke as well as the soot that would cover the car. It's funny how a memory from so long ago can still feel like just yesterday. I am loving riding through Cleveland. We were so excited to soon be dipping our tires in Lake Erie, just as we did in the Ohio River on day one. Both are traditions if you're riding the entire Ohio to Erie Trail. Another tradition is getting a picture at one of the many Cleveland script signs, and Renee knew of one just 0.2 miles off the trail, with what she said was the best views of Cleveland. At this point, we were literally probably only 2 to 3 miles away from the end. But for some reason, this trail seemed so much longer and that it was taking forever and ever to finally finish. As we finally rode into Edgewater Beach, I could feel so many emotions all at once. I used to come here all the time with my family, and later as a teenager with my friends, and now I knew I was about to see my family waiting for us at the finish. I honestly couldn't believe I did this. I actually rode my bike across the state of Ohio. It all started when I dusted off my bike during COVID, trying to cope with isolation, and at the same time, John had just been diagnosed with cancer. When his treatments were over, he joined me to build back his strength. For 2 years, we took small rides here and there, nothing more than an overnight trip, until we decided to plan this ride to celebrate 1 year being cancer-free.
Run! Oh my God, I can't believe you did that! Woohoo! You just made it! Oh, nice to meet you! Oh my God! Right?
So I told you, I said,
Did you just walk up at that time?
I was on the second floor.
Oh, wow.
I got here like 5 minutes after 3. She said between 3 and 4. I didn't know you were here. And then I saw people, I saw a sign there.
That's gotta be
So
proud of
most confusing part was Cleveland.
I could tell.
I'm all sweaty though.
Doesn't matter to be sweaty.
My first swag bag before I knew how to do shirts and put together quickly.
I'm so proud of you guys.
You might want to change your house.
Coming.